We came over here. It wasn't that difficult logistically, really, just because, like I said, we structured it as being a European team. We knew that the bulk of the races are flyaways, and the three in Europe is like the most in one continent. So it's actually easier here than anywhere else. The challenges logistically are going to be with the flyaway races, trying to get all of our equipment in a little bit of space that we have, and trying to stay within a budget. And not spend too much money flying things around the world, because it's quite expensive. It caught us out a little bit, thinking that we were going to have more space than we actually had, and knowing how much space was required for a car such as this. All the bodywork's quite large, all the equipment's quite big and heavy, so you have to really condense it down, and that's going to be moving forward. That's going to be the biggest challenge, is trying to figure out what is and isn't necessary, and condensing it down to just what is necessary.
Well, the logistics are quite challenging this year, particularly at the end of the season, when we do 4 races in quick succession, 2 weeks apart, in Sao Paulo, Bahrain, Fuji and Shanghai. Prior to that, of course, we're in Europe for working backwards from there for Silverstone, Le Mans and here at Spa. So for an American team, it means we have to pack everything after Sebring and come on the road for 7 months with about 6,000 kilos of parts, 16 cubic meters of spares, and take everything with us around the world. It gets a little more complicated when we're flying, because we're not able to take consumable items into those flyaway countries outside of Europe. So we have to locally source consumable items too, and we have to be exceedingly careful about flying restricted articles. So it's a great deal of fairly simple operations, where you have to make sure you don't forget one of them.
Our staff is fantastic. I think we have probably one of the best teams in the paddock. A lot of young, energetic people with a lot of experience. That helps a lot. The challenges with the engineering staff, they run 2-3 different series, some in the States, some here. So nobody's really fully awake most of the time. They're jet lagged and really strung out a little bit, so that produces some challenges. And anytime you don't have all your time dedicated to one race series and one car, you have to really be on top of your game, and I think we have the right people for that. So yeah, I'm really confident with the season, and I'm expecting good results.